I want to find the domain and range for this graph. And you'll see here I've kind of color-coded things because I want to emphasize the fact that the domain is referring to x values. So I colored that in red. We have the x-axis and we have our input here. The domain is all possible input for our function. This function is the symbolic representation is y equals the square root of x minus 1 plus 1. And that's because it's the square root of x graph that's been shifted from the origin to the right 1 unit and up 1 unit. That's why we have minus 1 and plus 1. Okay, so to find the domain, we were looking for all possible x values that can go into the function. And the range is everything that's coming out of the function. Those are the y values. So that's why I've color-coded that in blue. So let's take a look at how do we determine this? Well, let's start with the domain. Remember, the domain is all possible x values. I'm going to erase my symbolic representation here because I just want to focus on the graph. And so I'm looking at x values, so I'm going to draw vertical lines that represent the x values all over my graph, okay? And notice that these vertical lines hit the graph starting here at 1, and everywhere this is going to go forever this way, okay? So it goes from 1 to infinity, all right? Now for the range, we're looking at y values. So we are going to draw horizontal lines, and you can do this maybe on your paper, or if you're looking at the computer, just imagine in your mind. Aha, right here, my first horizontal line hits the graph, and then it keeps hitting it forever as I go up, okay? So this is going to continue to go up forever. So the very first time that my horizontal lines, which represent y values, remember, y equals a constant is a horizontal line. So it hits the graph for the first time right here. So it starts at 1, a height of 1, and goes up forever to infinity. So the domain is from 1 to infinity, including 1. That's going this way. And then the range is the y values starting at 1 and going up. So 1 to infinity. So this is, remember, interval notation.